All right. Well,
Here,
if
I
there's
thought you had
seriously
something
nothing
else.
else, yeah, if there's seriously nothing else on the docket, Fish Sticks version 16 is finally ready to go. And I'm about to hit the few commands that'll put it live on the server, and that means the game rules are finally a thing. And there's a lot of other minutia changes that were made, like updates to links. A few of the commands that are in help are no longer invalid. You're gonna see some roles disappear in Discord. Um, but the biggest thing is obviously the game rules. So, um, give me a moment here, and I will have it online. But yeah, I need to have it up before I can show you anything else. Okay, there we go. All right. So, a lot of you who are advocating for the game rules system will be very pleased this is a thing now. Um, help has not been updated with the command just yet because there are some things that I wish to finish with it first, and that may change the nature of the syntax. Um, but essentially, what um, what the beef is that I'm trying to get at is that I will be making a video, I think, that will help explain some stuff concerning this game roles function and some of the other more complex stuff that Fishsticks does, and I'll post it on YouTube for you guys to see it. But over the time that you are using Fishsticks, or if you encounter some error or something that you want to see fixed, you can always let me know either in Discord or if you have me in Steam, or if you're familiar with GitHub, um, you can always just submit an issue that you have, and I've put the link in the meeting hall. It's also in this week's meeting thread on the forums. Um, but if you have issues, if you have a GitHub or whatever, if you're familiar with it, submit it there. I will see it. It will be posted in my Discord. It should be posted in Fishsticks console, and that'll be made priority somewhere in there, assuming it's feasible. There is a part two because part one is pretty much just the game roles. I haven't written out the blog post for it that explains everything in detail, but when I do, that's going to be posted probably in the console, in the Fishsticks console. I might put in the announcements, probably not. Um, but the juice of the matter is for you that want to use it, I'm going to put the syntax in the meeting hall, and you guys can sort it out. Because Fishsticks, this command is actually pretty well documented compared to some of the others. Um, so we'll see what happens. Everything is going to be put under a under the general role command, and that's matched with some function or another. Um, and not roles, role. Um, and all of those functions are I'm going to put in the chat along with it. Uh, those are the only ones I can think of at the moment. There might be another one. But basically, there's the create, which will create a new role. Once it's been created, they need to be voted on. After it hits 5 votes, it will be made official. Fishsticks will create the role in Discord. Part 2 will make it so that once it becomes official, anyone who voted for it will automatically get to them. List simply shows all the roles, both official and non-official. List with the division flag will show all the divisions when you create a role. Join obviously assigns the role to you. Leave, that's the other one. Leave will take you off of the role. Let's see. Show will give a specific report, so to speak, for a role. The statistics is also coming in part 2. Statistics is already a command, but since there's no roles at the moment, it's pretty pointless. But yeah, I'm going to be posting more detailed documentation on this once I get the blog post written. Questions so far?
I think Sprinkles would like to know how to create a role.
I am trying.
I mean, you could just not, but yes, creative. The role creative still works. That's advanced. Silver, that's advanced. I'm trying to think of what we'll be doing in terms of part 2. I know status needs to be fixed. There's a few background functions to be fixed. That's really the ballpark, is finishing off anything that I don't think works like I want it to for game roles. And then version 17 will have, well, really everything else we talked about. Events, there are part of things for event creation that's going to be delegated to staff. So that'll be a thing, or that is a thing, actually. I have finished that. It's very basic, but it is there. Yeah, I can write it down.
Even I can't remember it.
Yeah. Please note that when I put in like brackets or braces or something like that around a parameter, don't put the bracket or brace. Just put whatever's supposed to be there.
I would like to suggest that any video tutorial that you speak really slow and basic.
No.
Hey.
No. No.
Okay. Wow, it got more complicated.
No. It's always been that complicated.
Really? Okay.
We'll show the divisions necessary for the third parameter.
What if we don't know the division and the description of the role we're trying to create?
That's why the divisions have descriptions.
So we don't have to type in the description?
No, don't. I mean, when I say role description, I mean description for the role or the game itself. So when I created the example Terraria role during the meticulous amount of testing, I just said a 2D game with lots of loot. The role name is what Fishsticks will recognize the role to be. The role game is what the role is supposed to be paired with and what you will be pinging as an actual role. The division is obviously the division it falls under, and the description is, well, whatever you want the description to be. All of this is subject to moderation. No, you need all of them.
Okay.
And I believe Cass probably just created the role that you're after, Silver.
Yeah.
So then how do I also do it?
Well, you don't need to create it. You're voting for it now.
By typing what?
That's butchered, but okay. let me be more specific.
Oh, it counts my vote. Okay.
But how does it? Oh, okay, thank you.
Seeing all the text come and go is makes it
Yeah.
a little hard to follow. So sorry about that, guys. We'll figure this out, and I promise once Sprinkles learns it, she'll be able to show you how to do it because she remembers very well. No, that's okay. It's okay, Neo.
You want
Okay,
a flood
look,
command? I'll
he's
give
the-
you a flood command.
She's the first one to figure out how to vote for Terraria. Um,
Yeah, I voted.
yeah, awesome. Okay, maybe Houdini was the first one.
Yes. Houdini.
Only because Sky literally typed it out for me though.
I seriously did, but
Yeah,
all the documentation for this will come out probably after the meeting tonight or tomorrow, whenever we get around to it, and it'll be posted. And then sometime after that, the video will come out, which will explain all of this in great detail.
A video. Nice.
Uh-huh. So, for those of you that don't understand it now, have no worries. Insight will come. Enlightenment will ensue.
Oh, okay. So as roles are created and they need voting, that got it. I didn't realize I typed in a space.
Yeah, little typos. I make them all the time.
Mystics is very picky.
Well,
this-
he has to be.
At this point, does anybody have any further questions that wouldn't be addressed by the video and stuff?
I don't
Any
know.
comments or anything?
I don't know what's going to be addressed by the video.
Everything.
Sky Ranger is pretty exhaustive about stuff, so he'll make sure to try and cover everything for you.
Yes.
Oh, Sprinkles, what are you trying to do?
Proper genre.
Anybody have any other related questions as far as Fistix goes?
Is there a pre-made genre list?
Or division list? Yes.
Oh yeah, could we have that list so we know what fish sticks will accept?
Yeah, it's right there.
Awesome. Wait.
That's
No,
wrong.
no, okay, no. But that's not what Kessa typed in when she created the
Yeah.
role.
I thought we had
Yeah,
a
you don't. That's the create role. The create system is very different from just listing.
Okay, there's our divisions. Thank you. That's what I was asking for.
Yes,
Thank you.
that command is outdated, Neo.
So I'm assuming in the second or point 2 of this or whatever, this will kind of be updated a little bit.
What do you mean?
Well, you just said that that's outdated.
Well, that's because Sprinkles typed in exclamation point divisions, and that's not a thing.
Well,
It's not supposed to be a thing.
Used to be. Used to be. It used to be.
Hence outdated.
That's
Oh,
just that's just code that
Okay,
hasn't been
well,
trimmed yet.
As the meeting, that's the next point. Should we get something about that since this
What?
is the meeting?
I'm gonna move you out of this channel.
Any other comments or questions or anything about the fish sticks topic?
Update.
who wants to play?
Alrighty, does anybody have any open meeting business that they'd like to bring up? Any kind of comments, suggestions, concerns, questions? This meeting is for you guys, so anything you want to talk about?
Is there anyone who needs to see how to create a role, like Megs? Say you wanted to create a Guild Wars 2 role. I saw that.
There's a video coming out soon.
Yeah.
Exclamation point roll dash create dash name dash
Yeah, I plan on just
See, look at
watching the
that.
video, and if I have questions, I can ask them at that point.
Look at that. Look at that.
Ow, 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 ow.
Fishtix
Well,
has been
Fishtix is
updated
in the
for.
video.
It takes spaces. That's why there's hyphens.
Fishtix has been updated for like 10 minutes now, and Sprinkles is already Microsoft certified.
Yep.
Alrighty, last call. Any other business besides this tonight? No topics at all.
I'm so alone.
What do you have, Ketsa?
We were already talking about this in Hangout, but if Bob is still sick on Monday, then
What?
what? Then
Scribe,
I
control yourself.
probably host one of the Netflix shows, one of the episodes from Marie Kondo, the decluttering show. So that would be Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. It sounds like several people would be interested in showing up, so probably would get 2 or 3 at least.
Sprinkles.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
I'm gonna have to delete something.
No, no, no.
I said very early on this is going to be moderated heavily.
I figured it out.
Well, then again, it could just sit there because nobody will vote for it.
Hey.
Watch
many
people
votes
vote for it now.
Yeah, yeah.
How many votes does someone?
Woo! I figured it out. I did it right. Look at
There
that.
you go.
I can see that you guys are having too much fun. What do you think this place is?
Yeah, gaming community or something.
Stop having so much fun!
Oh, goodness gracious.
Somebody create a Warframe one so that I can vote for it. I
There
don't
you
know
go.
where to put it.
You play Warframe?
Uh-huh. Well, I want to, but it's boring to play by myself.
I hear that.
And I don't have an active
I'm on it.
clan.
What
so.
is going on right now?
All right, just wanted to say one thing to the community at large. Council's been talking about how we might address meetings a little bit differently in the future. We haven't really come to a decision yet, but basically the reason we were talking about it is because see how we have all these people on the channel right now for an open meeting, and the minute that we switch over to closed, we don't really know how long we're going to be in closed. And by the time we're done, usually all of these people are not on the server anymore. And we're realizing that we're kind of, missing an opportunity to have a great event on Saturday nights after the meeting. So when we figure out exactly how we want to change things and exactly how the meetings are going to go, maybe we'll push closed off to a different time, something like that. When we come to a complete understanding of what we're going to do, we might come up with some Saturday night events after the meeting if you guys would be interested at all. Just something we talked about in the recent past. Any opinions on that at all?
I like that idea. Actually. But it's kind of weird to have you guys all leave and then the conversation just kind of dies.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were discussing, was like, we don't want the meeting to be the sole reason that people come on TeamSpeak on Discord, on a Saturday night. And then just like disappear because, okay, another way to put it would be like, okay, we're leaders, and when we go away into a room by ourselves, we're not leading anything. We're just kind of leaving everybody in a room and saying, talk amongst yourselves. And it's kind of silly. We've got all these people on the server at one time. Let's have an event. So, like I said, when we get it all figured out, we'll come back with the plan.
Whoa.
Yes, ma'am.
How is that being done? Pew 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 pew. Sky, how'd you get all that information up? Oh.
I do have a question. Is the
Oh.
EC role now updated and ready to go? Or is that waiting for version 2 of part 2 of Fishsticks version 16 update?
I could be wrong, but I think that question is directed at you, Sky Ranger.
Yeah, Sky. The EC role, I think we were waiting on version 16, because otherwise, if we change that role, it was going to break something for Fishsticks. Can we assign that now with the changed permissions, or are we waiting on part 2? Because I think you said this update was just game roles. Hit it. So it's good to go.
For all I can think of, I believe I fixed everything.
Okay. All right. So that's
I can't think of anything at the moment that's going to break something.
Okay. I guess we'll just have to test it out.
Oh yeah.
So that's something we need as a community. The CMs are, as you guys know, we're all volunteers. Most of us are here pretty much as we can be. We have, other commitments, and we could really use ECs at this time, event coordinators. Those have been redefined to be basically members who have access to the announcements channel and to, I believe, the moderators channel. So like if they need to quietly ask us to step into a situation, they can do that without messaging us all individually. So whereas it used to be more intimidating and some people weren't comfortable with, hey, they don't want to see the staff channels, they don't want to hear about drama, they just want to host events. Now it's been pared down to basically the minimum needed to host an event. So if there are people interested in hosting an event, let's talk about it. Yeah, no, and you don't have to be an EC to host an event. We can handle the announcements for you, but if you'd like to do it on a recurring basis, of course, that the role just makes it efficient. So that's all.
I didn't really want a baloney roll. Let's stop this.
Well, you got one anyways.
Now we have a Maddie B fan club roll for the one Maddie B fan we got on our
Well, you
show.
must remember that all roles must be voted on.
Yeah, it's not a roll yet.
Oh, I see.
It's
Option.
like this. It's this staging kind of phase.
It's
in
like
limbo.
writing in a role.
Yeah.
It's like that
necessary.
one thing that one religion believes. Limbo.
Fish sticks counts?
Yes. If you do exclamation point roll and then hyphen list, it'll tell you how many official and unofficial there are and how many votes each unofficial one has. No, you cannot vote twice.
Oh.
It does remember who voted for what.
Nobody told Sprinkles that she hasn't voted for Maddie B yet.
I mean, when you create the role, you have already voted for it.
Well, then why is there only one Maddie B vote? If fish sticks
Because she
count,
created it.
but if fish sticks count, shouldn't there be two?
No, Fish Sticks
Oh!
doesn't count as a person.
He does the
counts
counting.
votes. He doesn't.
That's the okay. English language. I got it.
Fishsticks isn't smart enough to vote for roles just yet.
I am so tired, guys. Not even joking.
No
Doctor
worries.
had a good point. Doctor had a good point. It
Yes, he
is. It is time for our leaders to step into closed and let the rest of you flounder around with the new Fishsticks update as